I think we're live. I think we are live. And let me get invited. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited. There you are.
Here I am!
Look at you.
Oh my goodness,
Oh
I
my
think I
God.
need a little more light maybe. How you doing?
You're like
Whoa.
tousled. Oh my God, you're like tousled and gorgeous.
I don't
Look
want to
at
be,
you.
well, I'm just trying to get the perfect lighting. You know what I mean? How you
Wow, you're
doing?
pretty.
Nice to see
You're
you.
pretty perfect.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I just tuned into the Broad Squad. It was great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Did you
I
hear
want to
me?
do that again. It was so fun.
Did you hear me mention that I was going to be on Instagram
I
on our?
did.
Okay, thank you.
I did. You were selling it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I just want to get credit for doing what I'm supposed to do. That's all.
Oh, you're the best, Kendra.
How are you?
Well,
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
good. I'm good. I should introduce myself because there might be some of your followers. I'm Elizabeth Kosich, founder of the Everybody Wrap. And oh my God, this is the world premiere. Are you ready for this? This is so major. For Wrap It Up, Laugh It Out, and you are so kind to kick us off. So thank you.
Oh my God, my pleasure. Are you kidding me? Hey, listen, thank you for inviting me. I want to try to show off this beautiful neckline of the dress that you have designed. I want to say I want to tell the people, we've known each other for a really long time, and I've always known you as a designer.
Yeah.
Originally, I knew you when you were designing your bikinis, bathing suits, and they were in Sports Illustrated.
8 times, but who's counting?
There you go.
Yeah.
Toot that horn, baby.
No, I mean, not for nothing. That's hard to do. I got to be honest. Like it's hard. It's really hard. But look, I have this bikinis right behind me. This is the evolution of Kosich Cottage Industries right here, right now. I have the bikinis and then the progression ever since. So yeah,
Ooh.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I started as a bikini designer close to 15 years ago, and basically make barely there bikinis that have, they're string bikinis. So it's not built in, they don't have built-ins, they're, just teeny tiny. And just working with the customer time and time again, I was reminded how, insecure women are about their bodies and also that they just don't see themselves the way that other people do. And I would work with customer after customer where the woman was so beautiful and she didn't see that, just instead
Right.
always leading with inhibitions. And so I thought, what can I create that's going to be super empowering and make women feel as beautiful as they really look? So that kind of took me on a whole new journey to what then became the Everybody Wrap. And it's kind of crazy. Like it's a dressing system that is flattering to all shapes and sizes. And when you talk about a flattering look, what that means is that it's balanced. And so because most women are not balanced, this helps you balance everything out in a way that it really does flatter your best shape.
Yeah. And I love the material too.
The material took me 4 years to find. I kept searching and searching and searching, and it had to behave in a certain way. I wanted it to be super stretchy, but not feel binding on your body. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of raw cut edges just to keep things super simple. And I had to make sure the fabric didn't curl or tear. So I made over 100 different prototypes in all different fabrics, and I finally found it. So I launched in 2018, and
now, can I ask you a question? When you make a prototype, does that mean that you made 100 different versions by hand? Is that what you mean?
I work with pattern makers and factories.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we did a lot of different prototyping just with, sample makers. And it was, yeah, it was a very like
That's crazy. So
rigorous process,
when you do
but
one prototype, how long, what's the turnaround time for you to get it in your hands?
I mean, the fabric needs to get there depending upon where you're shipping the fabric. And then the prototype can take anywhere to a few days to a few weeks, just depending upon workload.
Wow.
So, it's very time consuming. But I mean, the Everybody Wrap is a big brand promise. And so I wanted to make sure that I could deliver on that. And just made sure I got it right before launching. So look at you. You're like a just blonde goddess.
Well, I feel like this neckline is just so glamorous and so sexy.
Yeah.
And like, I wish I could really show off the whole thing, but I haven't figured out how to show my whole body on Instagram.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, we're kind of cut off, but
yeah.
I'm going to step back and actually demo how to wrap it. And just to kind of better understand, you're probably a curvy shape, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do you weigh?
I weigh, I'll be honest, I haven't weighed myself. But last time I weighed myself, I weighed 180 pounds.
Okay.
So I'm probably a little bit more than that.
You're tall though, right?
I am. I'm like almost 5'9".
5'9". Okay. All right. And then what do you love about your body? Like, what's your favorite part?
I guess I would say that I feel like I'm pretty well proportioned. So,
okay.
No matter what, even when I'm like overweight or whatever, I feel like sometimes I don't even realize that I've gained weight because, I always joke, like, I wish I gained all my weight, like just in my right forearm. You know what I mean? Because then I'd know like right away, like if I was walking around with a 40-pound forearm, then I'd be like, okay, it's time to pump the brakes. You know what I mean? But instead it's just sort of like all over. So it doesn't make that big of a difference, but it's also works to my advantage as well.
Yeah, I would say that you have very even proportions, which is definitely curvy, and then a smaller waist, of course.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a nipped in little waist. So with the Everybody Wrap, I've identified 4 body shapes. It's curvy, it's straight, it's booty, and busty. And then I have a wrap style suggestion for every shape to optimize your figure. So for curvy, what we do, again, it goes back to balancing your shape. And a curvy body is already balanced. You have equal proportions top and bottom. So all you need to do is maintain that balance and reinforce it wherever you can. So what we're going to do, the best way to wrap it for a curvy body is to basically recreate from the waist up an hourglass shape that will then reinforce your head to toe hourglass shape. So I'm going to wrap it, and Kendra and I are both wearing the white dress, size 1. And will you remind me, what's your bust size?
38C, sometimes more than that, but about 38C.
Okay. C, okay, CD. I would say you're probably more of a D. You definitely have a fuller bust. So what we want to do is just keeping it real, sister. So a few things that you want to keep in mind when you're styling the dress. The first is that the waistline can move around. You can pull it down for a more plunging look or hike it up to create a shelf of support if you're fuller chested, which is what we've done with you. The second thing that you want to keep in mind is that the straps are super, super long, which allows for, all different options for styling and just, you can have a lot of fun with it. And then the last thing to keep in mind is that the straps are actually double layer. They're folded in half. So that gives you more hold, more lift, more coverage. So for So this is basically what it looks like. And from the waist up, the swimsuit is the same also, just 2 strips of fabric that shoot out. For the curvy, like I said, we're going to recreate an hourglass shape. So we're just going to fold, we're just going to put the straps crisscross in front of you. And then what you have is you have them in back. You can just crisscross in back and then wrap around your waist. Super easy. So this is for basic curvy shapes. And then what I do is I always kind of place myself in, I readjust the fabric so that it's the most comfortable and how I want it, with either more coverage or less coverage. Remember that second layer of fabric you want to pull out to the edge so you're fully covered. So this is the curvy wrap style. And you see how I've recreated the hourglass shape to just kind of echo your head to toe line.
Yeah.
So then for women who need more bust support, which this is what we did for you, this is kind of the extra hold version of the curvy shape, the curvy wrap style, is you have it crisscrossed in front, and then what you do is you just bring it around, wrap it around your neck, bring the straps in front, and then what you have is a third layer of fabric, giving you even more support, more coverage, more lift and hold.
Yeah.
And then you can, you know, tie it in the front or back for, you know, the front is good if you have a little bit of a tummy pop. You can conceal it that way. Or if you just want to keep it clean, you can do it in the back. It's that easy.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I love it.
That's the curvy wrap style. And what I actually really love about this one is it creates, the fabric creates a lot of lines that kind of frame your face, and it kind of, you know, everyone's eyes go up to your face.
Yeah.
So
now
so
what would you call, like, I say this, I call this like Grecian, but maybe I'm wrong. What would you call this sort of?
I mean, it's, I would, you know, Grecian is a good word. I mean, this I call the classic curvy wrap style.
Oh, okay.
But it's definitely a Grecian look and a wrap style dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's gorgeous. And it comes in black too, right?
It comes in black and white. Yeah. So just 2 colors right now. And the sizing is a 0, 1, and 2. You and I are the same size. We're both wearing a size 1. The size 2 is heavier fabric, and it just gives a little bit more support in all the right spots. So a lot of women kind of like the heavier fabric, so they size up. I would say you're kind of in between both sizes,
right?
But they both work. So
now,
yeah.
So the smallest size, like I feel like you're super petite. So what would this, but you're wearing the same size as me. So what would who would the smaller size be for?
For someone who's probably like 5'4" and shorter.
I see. I get
So
it.
that one has, and it has a shorter hemline. All of them have, you know, amazing fabric that stretches from here to Timbuktu. So it fits a wide range of waistlines.
Right.
And but you know, I'm about 5'7.5", 5'8" sometimes. So you know, I'm kind of on the taller side, but I am you know, probably like 125, I'd say.
Right.
And so yeah, but like we can wear the same size. The size 1 is the one that, you know, probably sells the most and is the, you know, the most popular size. So where are you going to wear it? What are you going to do now that you're all dressed up?
Well, that's a damn good question. It's so hot here that I don't know. I could hypothetically go saunter around my neighborhood. I'm very in the thick of things here in Brooklyn. But I don't know. I might sit on my porch and just sort of chill out. My boyfriend, significant other, partner, all the names in the world. He is not here tonight, so I have the place to myself.
Oh, it's gonna be wild.
I know, but I will tell you that we're planning a vacation, and I'm already like, ooh, I'm going next week. I'm going to the Borgata in Atlantic City. Maybe I could wear it there.
That's
I didn't
right.
even think of that. Yeah,
You're performing, right?
I am.
July
I'm going to be
4th to the 11th.
the 11th. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
Maybe I'll wear this on the casino floor. Hello.
Oh man, if I wasn't in Hawaii, I would be there.
Listen, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So the Everybody Wrap is, they can buy that through your Instagram account, right?
They can, yep. And it's also on my website at theebwrap.com.
And what about your other stuff, like your bathing suits and stuff? Where do they?
Yeah, same. That's elizabethkosichnewyork.com. So
Okay.
a different website. But yeah, going lots of good stuff there, and more to come. You know, I relocated to Hawaii last fall after 21 years in New York City. COVID, apparently had other plans for my life. So I was really, lucky to get accepted into an artist residency program in Honolulu with the Hawaii Academy of Performing Arts. So I relocated in November and starting a whole new chapter here with just, a new environment is just, oxygen for the artists to just create. So
That's amazing.
I've been running high on inspiration, and there's a lot coming up, for all EK enterprises. So it's an exciting time.
How many other artists are there with you?
There are about 20 of us.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's at Chinatown Artist Lofts in downtown Honolulu in the historic Chinatown, in a great building that, we all have work live loft spaces here. And it's just really nice to be part of a little art colony. And
It's so cool.
I'm doing this exactly what I was doing in New York, but just with the support of an art community and, better quality of life, really.
Now, is there anyone else from New York there?
No.
Wow, that's awesome. Let me ask you, tell me one more time, what's the name of it one more time, of the artist?
It's Chinatown Artist Lofts, and it's through the Hawaiian Academy of Performing Arts.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Thank
and I'm excited.
you.
I feel like you might have mentioned that you might be doing some kaftans.
Yes.
That's one of my, yes.
I know, that's your thing.
It is my thing. When I'm not glamming it up like this, I definitely like to throw
in
on
the Everybody Wrap.
Yeah, exactly. But
working on that. And then I'm working on a lot of party skirts, actually, that pair perfectly with the Everybody Wrap swimsuit, because it doubles as a bodysuit.
That's amazing.
So I've been working on that, and that's gonna, that's coming. That'll probably be before the kaftans. But yeah, I'm still manufacturing in Manhattan in the garment district, because I want to, really help the city with the revitalization, because it's, it has a bit to go before everything's really back. So I'm still committed to manufacturing there. So it's a little bit of a process to get everything done, but it's going.
That's amazing. One more thing I wanted to ask you. So you're going to be doing the Instagram Live. Are you going to be doing it monthly? I
am. This is like I said, world premiere. And then I think it's going to be, we're going to do a hump day thing the last Wednesday of every month.
Amazing.
It's going to be 8:30 Eastern and 5:30 West Coast. And, we've been pals for years, and I think I just saw something in my feed, and I just was like, well, wait a second. There's something about, improvisation with the Everybody Wrap that's just like comedians. So I should figure this out. So I just thought, you ladies are always open to talk about anything and really go there. And, this is like talking about, all sorts of stuff that some women don't like to. So I just thought that'd be amazing. And you're all gorgeous and all different styles of body, of like, fashion, of everything. So I just thought, that's a really, cool way to show my garment.
Totally. And who's on next month? Do you know?
Kelly McFarland.
Oh,
who's a funny one.
Oh, and she's Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun, and then I think Megan Hanley after that. So, and everyone's expressing a lot of interest. So I have a killer lineup.
That's so
through
fun.
The end of the year. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Now, I was saying on my show before this, the Broad Squad, I said, I know that Elizabeth is has a cocktail. I know, and I said, but I don't know how she's going to get me my cocktail.
Oh, well, I should have organized a special delivery.
No, but I should have gotten the ingredients and been here with a cocktail in my hand.
It's a lot of fun. A little twist on a champagne cocktail, and I partnered with, really talented mixologist and author and illustrator to create something, really personalized for us, and just to, add some sparkle to our digital events.
What is it again? It's champagne and what else?
It's champagne and then a little bit of Saint-Germain and a little bit of lemon juice.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Now, will you have more than one?
Well, it's 2:30 in the afternoon here.
Oh.
So I hope that was a rhetorical question. Yes, I'm going to have another one. I'm basically, drinking for the rest of the afternoon. No, yeah. So what's going on with you? So you have the Borgata, and I mean, I didn't need to explain to people that you're originally from Boston because.
Originally from Boston, yes. I'm in Brooklyn. I've been in this building, my apartment building for over 10 years. I just recently moved from the second floor to the first floor, so we now have a backyard. We've been doing a little gardening. I will say that, people all my life have said, gardening is very therapeutic. But it really is. It makes you, like, at first I was like, oh, we definitely didn't do this right. Nothing's growing. This sucks, blah, blah, blah. And now that things are like sprouting up, it's really like a really good lesson, I think, in patience and also like, just having belief that the things that you're trying to do are going to happen in their own time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want things, like a lot of people, instant gratification. But I do realize that when I take a moment to like let things really develop the way that they're supposed to, and not get like white knuckled, about the outcome, it's a much more pleasant experience, Yeah,
I mean, I think COVID has taught us a lot about that, right? Of just, not fighting it. For example, this move, the last thing on my mind was uprooting myself from New York City. I didn't, just never crossed my mind. And, we've been at this long enough to realize, like, the more that I go against what the flow that my life is going in, the harder my life is. So you have to go with it. You have to just flow with it and know that, and believe, right? Mm-hmm. Just believe that it's all happening for a reason, and that you're, meant to be exactly where you are when you are.
Totally. Now, I feel like Hawaii has a lot of spiritual aspects to it. Have you done any like stuff like that while you're there? Like, I don't know what, maybe go to some, Spring of Eternal Youth or something that I don't know what they have there. I'd be all over.
Hula dances, Spring of Eternal Youth, hula dances. I need to. I really want to do a lot of that because the energy is crazy here. Like I feel it. It's
Oh,
different. It's definitely different. I haven't really cultivated it yet, but I do feel a shift. And,
right.
I think, so it's a very spiritual place. And somebody told me, said that this is the heart center of the universe.
Oh, I
And,
know that.
and I do feel that. I do feel that, there's an openness and definitely like a shift within myself of yeah, and an openness and just kind of a vulnerability. And also it's leaving New York.
Right.
You can't live like that in New York. It's a
Yeah.
different, you have your armor and you're doing your thing, and this is a major adjustment for that reason. But I think it's good for me. I think it's good. And I think you have to like constantly change it up in order to learn and grow. And my creative work is already evolving to a different place that, I mean, my God, a year and a half ago. I mean, the last time I saw you in person, like who would have ever thought that this would be happening? Just crazy.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, just go with it.
Mm.
I'm good with it. But yeah, it's a super spiritual place, and exciting to kind of explore that more along with everything else. The water sports obviously are off the hook, and I I'm excited to get more involved with all of that, and
When
yeah, do more.
I've only been to Hawaii once, and me and my boyfriend went, and we were there for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And they had the place that we were staying had like a big thing out on the beach with tables and hula dance. Yeah, hula dancers.
Yeah, hula dancing.
Men.
It's amazing.
Men.
Oh yeah.
And with the fire and like, oh my God, they were so good. But the thing that, I mean, I still have videos on my phone of it. I thought it was amazing. But the thing that like I loved about it the most was that these hula guys, they're huge. Like,
they are.
Huge men dancing around, like, really fast-paced dancing, no shirt on. And then after the show, everything had wrapped up, Sean and I were walking back to our room, and we see all the hula guys hanging out in the bar. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder, like, they probably, they still have, like, no shirts on, by the way, hanging out at the bar. I'm like, oh my God, they are like, they're going to I bet they all get a lot of action, these hula guys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're like,
absolutely. Yeah.
Anyways, I always thought it would be funny to learn a little bit more about the sexual prowess of a hula dancer.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of stories there. There's no doubt about that.
If you hear any, please let me know.
I will. I'll work on that for you. I mean, I will say there are a lot of shirtless men in Hawaii, and it's like, it's such the upgrade. It's such the upgrade from Manhattan. They're like shirtless, no shoes, ready to do anything.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good crew out here.
This has been I feel like this is a message from the tourist board to make people to go to Hawaii. I'm dying to go there. I mean, our mutual friend Debbie lived there for however long, a couple of 6 months? Was it 6 months? I don't remember.
I think so, like 6 or 8 months.
Yeah.
She was on Hawaii on a writing retreat. But yeah, they just opened up the island interstate travel. So I'm gonna try to do some island hopping and get around and see it all.
That's amazing, and you'll wear your everybody wrap.
I will wear my everybody wrap, and you need to take yours on vacation because it comes in a little travel pouch.
Yes, I know. I love that. I think that's such a great idea.
Yeah, so it's easy to travel with, wrinkle-free. It's like very grab and go. You can dress it up, dress it down, and have a ball.
Yeah. No, I gotta say, I'm a huge fabric person. I can buy something that I love the print, and if it's on a bad fabric, I'm like, I can't do it. So
I know.
this fabric is like, I don't even know. It's like soft, but it also has some, you know, I don't want to say support, but support is one word, but it also has some sort of, you know, I don't know.
Like it grabs.
Yeah.
It kind of like really grabs and holds and it stays in place, and it's breathable. Like it has amazing support, but it still is breathable, and it doesn't feel binding on your skin. So
right. Yeah,
it makes a big difference.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Good.
it. I love it. I love it.
Well, you'll have to keep me posted on everything and your vacation. Where are you going?
So we're gonna go to Sean's dad. I just realized for a second I was like, am I supposed to be like spilling the beans about this? But anyways, I believe it's St. John's.
Okay.
Yeah. St. John's, yeah, it's like right near the British Virgin Islands. But so I thought we were going soon. That's not really going to happen until February, but I really want to go to, I want to go somewhere. My birthday's in September.
Nice.
I really want to go somewhere, whether it's Mexico. I mean, maybe it's, oh, look, Francie Pants, New York. Who's that? You know, they said that fabric loves everybody.
It's true. It loves everybody. It does. It holds. It holds.
Anyway, so that's my thing. You have any plans to come back to New York anytime soon? Like even for a visit?
I don't. Not right now. But that could change. I mean, I need to do production in the fall, but I might just phone it in. But you know, if I don't, I'll let you know.
I also want to. I gotta remember my the woman who did my hair for like 10 years, who also became, you know, a very good friend of mine. She lived in Brooklyn, Jen. Jen and Robert, her husband, moved, I'm pretty sure, to Honolulu. Is Honolulu big?
It's a good size. It's about 350,000, I think. So like the size of like Tulsa.
That's big.
But I need a good hair person. So you'll have to put me in touch with her.
Yes, I'm going to text her as soon as I get off with you and find out, because they're doing hair, and she had studied Kundalini yoga here in New York before she left, and I think she's doing some Kundalini yoga there. But either way, I think you guys would get along fabulously, and I miss her terribly. And I miss you too. And it would be fun if you guys connect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
You look like Marilyn Monroe.
That's how I
in
feel.
that.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's a good look. Good look for you. So thank you. I love you, Kendra.
I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you soon.
Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.